Today I will teach you how to create an escape room using a Google form and then using Google Slides to import those pictures for your form. So the first thing you want to do is go up here to the waffle and go to Slides. At the same time, I'm going to have a new tab and I am going to go to a form, which is down here, and it's this purple one. If it's not on here, if you go all the way to the bottom and search for more, it may be in there. So now I am opening a Google form as well, and I will want to do a blank Google form. Okay, so I have my form ready, and I am going to go back to my slides, and I'm also going to go to a blank presentation. On here, you will want to change the page setup. To change the page setup, you will go to File, Page Setup, and I'm going to switch from widescreen to custom, and I want to go to 8.5 by 9 inches. And this will make it so it is a vertical slide. If I don't want it that wide, I can go back in and switch that as well. So if you're just wanting it vertical, you can make it as skinny or as wide as you would like. So from here, this is where you'll be creating your questions, and then you'll be importing these as pictures into your Google form. So I am going to do mine today for 3rd grade, and I am going to make this a leprechaun chase since March is coming up, and that will be something that could be a little bit more fun and tie in with St. Patrick's Day. So the first thing I want to do is change my background, and I'm going to choose an image, and I'm going to go to Google search and put in shamrocks. So I am going to choose these shamrocks here and insert. And I'm just going to push done, not add to theme. If I had more slides, it would add to the whole thing, so I just want it to this. So now I will add my title, and I will call it The Great Race to the Gold. All right, and you can't see that very well, so I'm going to change my color, and I will make that bold, and I might change my font as well. And then I could also highlight that to make sure that you can read that. Okay, so there is my title. And then I might have some instructions on here just to say what this might be about. So today you will be participating in an escape, and you want to be the first team to get to the goal. Okay, so now I'm going to click off there to lose that blue box, and I am going to search for my snipping tool. And that way I can make this into an image that I can insert onto my form. So I'm going to go around there, and then I am going to save this as, I'm going to put gold and first. So I know it's my first image. Okay, now that I have that saved, I will go into my form, and I'm going to, I want to call it the same thing, the Great Race to the Gold. And then I can add in here my image. So when I go down here, I'll add image, and I want to search, I want to upload, so I'm going to browse, and it will take me into my last place, and it will upload that slide that I created into an image. So here is where you could put your instructions as well. So after we have that first slide, we are going to want a question, and you will want this to be a code that your students will need to write in. So my code might be gold, so I'm going to put code in here, and the answer is, this is just short answer. And then I will want to go on these 3 dots. This is the most important part about making this into an escape room, where they have to get the correct answer before moving on. So when you go in here, you want to go to response validation. Now, I want not a number, it's a text, and it has to contain gold. If it does not contain gold, then I will say, oh, try again, or whatever you might want it to say. And that way, they will need to get this correct to move on. Now you will want to add another section. So you will go to down to the bottom where it says add section, and it will add a section. If for some reason it comes up here like mine just did, then you can drag it down. So we're going to move that one up here, and we'll move that one down. Okay, so here is your untitled section. If you want them to fill out a code for the final escape, which is kind of fun for them to unscramble the letters to figure out that final code, you will want to, let me move that back up. You will want to add a letter on the top of each section for the students to collect. So maybe my word is green, sticking with the whole St. Patrick's Day theme. So my first letter might be R, and then I'll have task 1. So here is where I will insert an image then, because I will be taking that from here. So I started another one, so this will be my factor opinion page, and I have my code up here, factor opinion. I can make this much neater as I go. And then I will add in some sentences where they will have to decide if it is factor opinion. And I will add my question, so I'm going to insert a text box, and I am going to make the background of this box a color so then it really stands out and I can see it. And here I might add in 5 different sentences that will be fact or opinion. Okay, so here you'll see I added some instructions. So we have factor opinion at the top. Decide if each sentence below is a fact or an opinion, then enter the code using the key below. I inserted that key. A would be fact, B would be opinion. And then I have some sentences where they will have to decide, is this a fact or is this an opinion? I did put at the bottom, since this will be the first question of the day, is for them to collect the letter at the top of the task so they won't forget that. And that will be on your Google form. So once again, I am going to search for that snipping tool, and I am going to snip this, and I will save this, and I will save it as the second one, so gold second, and that way I know it'll be the second image on my form. So I will go, here I am on my second section, and I will go back to that image and browse. It's uploaded to my computer, gold second, and open that, and there my image will appear. So now that I have this, I can label this anything that I want. I might call it factor opinion, or I could leave this up here and not do that and make this task 1, however you want to do this. So then here, this is my answer key. So I am going to add a question, since that question is not here yet. And my question will say code, because this is where they will enter the code. And then they will need whether that is a fact or opinion. So once again, you will want to go down here, response validation, change that to text, and then you will want to type in the correct. So now that I have that correct code in, then you will want a custom error text in case they get that wrong. So it would be like, oh no, and then they will know they have to try again. If I want this image a little bit bigger, I can add it so then it will show up bigger. Okay, so there are your first 2 sections. When you are wanting to add again, make sure you click on that last section and add a section so it will go underneath. And you'll repeat this process by going from your Google Slides, creating that new slide, and then inserting that for your question. When you are done with this, you will go to send, and you can copy this link. If you are doing this in breakout rooms, you will have them open the form in the breakout room, so you'll send them this link and they will open and share a screen in collaborative groups, or you could share this link in Schoology for them to do as independent work at home. And you will copy it, paste it. If you have any questions on escape rooms, please reach out.